Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be unboxing the Avenger, I believe the TBF Avenger by Guillow's. I do apologize in advance, I already took the plastic off of this one, but it should still be a good unboxing. If I can remember how to open it, here we go. These boxes I always have some trouble opening them. Here, I'll get everything laid out here. Alright, now we're back. So we'll just start, we'll start here. This is a notice that some of the parts aren't included. This comes in, I believe, all newer Guillow's kits. I'm not going to go over that. That's pretty standard. And we've got just some instructions for wrapping the model. Again, included in every kit. But then here's the real deal. We got the directions. Now these look like a good size for an aircraft in the 500 series. Let me just get this spread out. Looks pretty good. The aircraft looks a little stubbier than I thought it would. Wow, I mean it just looks, I believe it's a bomber, so it looks pretty nice. It's odd though, I don't think I've seen it like this, where the layout of the wing with the side view and everything is on the same page as the fuselage layout. But then over here we've got an entire side view of the aircraft with, here's the mock-up again, standard scale propeller, perfect, and just some instructions for the wire gear, which I have here. Now some of the kits I've opened previously have not come with these, and I think that's because with these cardboard boxes, they just like, these wires like to slip out of the corners, and that's no good. Guillow's has to do something about that. Maybe including it in this bag or something would help, but I've already opened this bag, but I haven't actually looked in here, so we'll take a look. Now, I looked in some of the pictures, and there looked like some of the pictures for this model on Guillow's website. And I just saw some detailing on the wheels, and I saw it was on all models. Now, I don't know if that is like a TBF Avenger in the 1000 series, but this 500 series, I'm not seeing that detailing here. Granted, though, I believe, looking over at the sheets here, I believe this is a die-cut model. So, bad news for me, I'm going to have to cut all the slots out and everything, Man, I mean, I've already went over this in my P40 video, but laser cut's just way better. Yeah, I mean, it's still buildable, obviously, but yeah, I'm gonna have to pop the piece out of the sheet and pin it to the directions, and you're gonna have to cut with that. And I'll put a picture on screen of what the thing here looks like. And yeah, but this should be a fun build. I actually just had a piece fall out. So that should be in the reference photo, but, I mean, everything looks good. Well, let's stop looking at the directions here. And there's sheets. How many sheets are we looking at? So we're looking at 5 sheets here. And that's actually a little bit bigger than other aircraft I've seen in the 500 series. I believe I actually have it here from last video. Granted, these are bigger sheets, but this, was it the P40 was, I think it was 3.5 sheets. There was a extra little sheet I have the top to here, so about 3.5 sheets. This is 5. These are a little smaller though, so that does about line up. But let's look at some of this other stuff. How to build a balsa flying model. Again, I've seen that in a lot of kits. I feel like most of the, whoa, I've never seen this though. How to cut a former and rib notches. I've never seen that. Wow. I guess that's because this is a die-cut model. That's cool. And then, never seen this before. Balsa model kit catalog. Wow. Now it'd be cool to find out. Here, I'll put it sideways so it fits in frame. Ooh, there's a nice bag. New release. Wow. Now, you could definitely find out how old this kit is based off of that. You know, I'll open it up. Yeah. Definitely bigger than I thought it would be. Alright, I don't know if this is all going to fit in frame, but got a long list of aircraft. It's on the back too, I can show that. But I just saw something at the bottom. Sorry. Yeah, a customer order form. So that's a mail-in. So that means this is a pretty old kit before you could order online. So I'll put a date on screen to what I find to how old this model is, but it seems pretty old. Alright, moving on to the decals. Just some decals. I don't know. I believe these are older, like before the Air Force was founded. I think it was the Army Air Force. I'll correct that if I got that wrong. But huge complaint here, and I found this problem on the P40. I didn't actually explain that though. Instrument panel, it's not detailed enough. I just don't like the Guillow's instrument panels. I mean, yeah, there's detail, but it's not like in color. And I get that would be hard, but I think it's just better if you just print one out on a color printer or something. Alright, moving on. Never seen this. 500 series. Use template shown on worksheet. Make firewall. I believe this is for, what is this? Installation of Guillow engine for tether control flying. So this is, that's a big contradiction here, because we've got some of the contents removed here. And it says that's because people aren't flying the models as much. They're just building them for display. But then we've got a low fiber engine installation here. So that's a bit weird. And just some tissue paper. They can just be found on the store if you mess that up. And then we got some stringers here. I mean, those are... I've noticed that some of the stringers are a little bit different. They just have a slight difference in size. Like, these are some stringers from my P40, and these are the Avengers, and the stringers just don't look as well cut. Like, they're all different sizes. I'll put a picture on screen too. You can see the different sizes, but yeah, I mean, as long as it fits together, it fits together. All right, now the cockpit clear piece. I'm looking at it and I'm seeing a lot of supports going through the glass here, and I'm wondering if there's going to be some trouble seeing the detail inside of the aircraft once this is built. With all the, because you're going to have to paint all of that if you want to do this accurately. Ball gunner turret here. It doesn't have an opening to put your own turret on, but some super glue and paint markers could easily fix that one. I don't think that's too big of a problem. And we've got an engine cowling here. I mean, nothing really about that. And right here, though, I believe that this piece is for the propeller. What I know it's for the propeller, but I think you actually glue it onto the engine cowling like this. And I think this is also a piece for the propeller. And I believe, I saw it on the box. I'll put it on screen so I don't have to hold the box up. But I believe these two pieces are those little exhausts you're going to see circled on screen there. And those look a little tiny. I feel like super gluing those would be hard because the super glue would bleed out and make the rest of the paint foggy in the areas where you're gluing that. And just a last little bit here. Got a, excuse me, we've got a little rod here for the propeller if you want to put a rubber band in it. And whoa, huge complaint here. I'll put a picture on screen of that too. That propeller is printed very poorly. That's I'm gonna have to sand that. I mean, that's bad. I get this kit's old, but that's pretty bad. Alright, I'm back, and wheels look fine. Those look good. Rubber band. Wow, I mean, that's worn. It's an old kit. That's to be expected. I think you can get another one online, but yeah, if those rubber bands are over like 5 years old, they just get worn. I wouldn't put that in an aircraft. I'd buy a new one for that. And then we've got a little shaft holder for the propeller. Looks fine. That should, yeah, it fits nicely in there. I might actually have a problem getting that out. No, we didn't. All right. Yeah. Everything in the kit looks pretty good. I'll put on screen if they do this laser cut, but if they do it laser cut, definitely get that, because doing the notches on the formers, wow, I mean, it's going to be a pain. It's still buildable, though. Yeah, if you can get it newer, do that, but overall, kit looks good. No big complaints, but yeah, I look forward to building this. I'll post some updates, and that is the TBF Avenger.